here at Amon Carter Stadium, site of today's TCU-OU game at 2:30 p.m. I'm Ryan Aber from NewsOK.com here with Jason Kersey. Jason, an intriguing game here for the Sooners. What is your pressing question going into this one?
Well, I think I've had this as my pressing question before. I want to know who's going to step up besides Sterling Shepard in the receiver corps. KJ Young and Deron Neal have shown flashes of what they can do, but I think it's really time for one of them to have a big game, a 100-yard game, to really take pressure off of Shepard and give Trevor Knight another solid, reliable option in the passing game.
And to me, it's Zach Sanchez's shoulder, how that's going to hold up. He was really affected by it at West Virginia a couple weeks ago. He's taken advantage of the last 2 weeks off almost, not taking any contact. I'm interested to see how that shoulder figures, especially in his tackling. And Jason, a lot of players with something to prove in this game, but who's your one that we should look out for?
I'm going with Alex Ross because, you would think that after a 100-yard kickoff return, you wouldn't have much to prove, and maybe he doesn't. But I think that when it comes to the running back game, Samaje Perine, true freshman, has 242 yards and 4 touchdowns. I think naturally when you're talking about competition back there in the running backs, I think Alex Ross naturally would want to prove something and prove that he can be a big part of the offense, because really the last couple of weeks he hasn't been as big a part of the offense.
And I'm going to go with Charles Tapper at defensive end. There's been a lot of playmakers on this defense: Eric Stryker, Geno Grissom, Chuka Ndulue, and a lot on the back end. Charles Tapper's been pretty quiet. He had to leave last game at West Virginia with some exhaustion issues. I think it's time for him to really step it up and have a big game. Jason, we've been up and down on our bowl predictions all year. I think ours on this are sort of revolve around the same topic. What's yours today?
I'm going with Zach Sanchez picking off a pass for the 6th straight game. I think his shoulder was an issue last week. We saw that, but even then he was able to pick off a pass. And I guess the more bold part of this prediction is I think that this interception will help seal the OU win in the 4th quarter, because I think it is going to be a close game.
Yeah, and I'm going to go something similar, although I think the streak ends today. I think Oklahoma picks off Trevon Boykin three times at least, but none of them come from Zach Sanchez. I think TCU's offense is drastically different from what we've seen the last few years. They're going to throw the ball around a whole lot more, but they haven't seen a defense quite like Oklahoma's, especially on the back end. Julian Wilson, Quentin Hayes, I think it's a big day for those guys. Finally, Jason, prediction time. Who's going to win this afternoon here?
I think that, like the last 2 years, it's going to be a close game. I'm going to take the Sooners 35-30. I think it'll be more high scoring than it has been the last couple of years because of TCU's new offense, but I still think the Sooners are able to emerge with another good road victory.
And I'm going to go pretty similar, 35-27. It's close late in the 4th quarter. I think the big 4th quarter push gets the Sooners over the hump. Should be a great one today, though. 2:30 p.m. again, Oklahoma at TCU.